Hi, I hope that you're doing really well and welcome back to a new video. I am very excited to try out some new makeup with you today. We have an entire bag of Sheglam makeup. You guys know I've done a few of these Sheglam review videos on my channel already. If you've not seen them yet, check them out as well. And I was just really in the mood to try out some new makeup, and I have been seeing a lot of Sheglam on social media. They have come out with a lot of new products. A lot of people really love their new product. Let's try them out for ourselves in this video and tell you what I think. I've just noticed that my middle part is like awful, so let me fix that really quickly. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the makeup. Okay, so before we get into the makeup, I first have this Sheglam Good Grip Hydrating Primer. And supposedly this is a dupe for the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and the milk, what's the milk one called? You know, the blue grippy primers. Okay, first off, that is a huge bottle, especially when you compare it to the e.l.f. one. Like, this is so much bigger. Okay, I immediately noticed that this is so different from the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer that I have. This one is way less sticky and it's way more runny and hydrating. It does feel very nice on the skin, I must say that. There's a slight scent to it, but nothing too extreme. Okay, so when you kind of leave it on the skin and you work it in, it does get a lot more tacky. Okay, so for foundation, I have the Sheglam Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. Now, I do think that I have tried, in my very first Sheglam review video, I have tried their Skinfinite foundation already. That was the mattifying foundation. And now, because I do have dry skin, I have become more of a glowy foundation girly. So this is the hydrating foundation. I'm very excited to try it and see if it is as full coverage as it says it's going to be. Okay, so the packaging is completely the same as the matte foundation that I tried back then. So I got this one in the shade Shell because the last foundations I tried from Sheglam I also got in the shade Shell, and they were always a perfect match for me. But this is where I made a big mistake, I think, because as you can see, my neck and the rest of my body is a lot more tanned than my face right now because I have self-tanned. So I am thinking that this is going to be a little bit too light for me. Okay, I am shocked, but that is actually a really good match when I've self-tanned. Like, it really matches my neck very well. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to look like a ghost. So far, the coverage is definitely really nice. And I love the little dewy finish that this gives as well. Okay, that was so easy to apply. It is such a nice coverage. I don't feel like a disco ball, but it does definitely give you that really nice glowy shine. So far, definitely so good. So for concealer, we're going in with the Complexion Boost Concealer. So as you can see, it is a little sponge applicator. So I got this one in the shade Buttercream. I think you just twist it like that. I'm always so scared with these type of products because nothing comes out and then eventually everything explodes all in one. Okay, I think I can see something coming out. I don't know if you can see this, but I feel like it's only coming out of the sides. This is so stupid. There's nothing coming out of the top of the sponge. So I kind of have to really get in there to get something out. I'm first gonna blend it with a brush and then melt it into the skin with my beauty blender. I do feel like this is a really nice shade. Really full coverage as well. I've definitely used way too much. Let's take a sponge and kind of work it into the skin. Let's quickly set this before it starts to crease. I actually am really excited to try this one. This is the Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. I think I got the pink version, so it's a pink setting powder to cancel out a little bit of the yellow undertone. So this is what it looks like. I actually really love the packaging. That's so satisfying. So on top right here you get a pressed powder, and then you can twist this cap off and there's a loose setting powder underneath, which I think is so clever. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this concealer. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I am not loving how this part of my eye looks. And let's just get in there. Okay, I love that it is such a fine powder. Like, look at that difference. That looks really good. I actually really like that powder. That is definitely a yes for me. Now, before we set the rest of the face, I first have some cream products that I want to try out on my cheeks. So this is the Color and Sculpt stick. And you guys know that contour sticks are usually not for me. I don't find that they blend well. They're always a little bit dry. They're always patchy. I actually saw very good reviews on this one. You know, I'm always keen to try some new things. This is what the stick looks like. So on one side, you have a contour part, and then on the other side, this is supposed to be the highlighter part. It just looks like straight up white, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that. Let's swatch this on my hand. Okay, so that feels really creamy. It does look like more of a bronzing color than a sculpting contour color. I'm just gonna take some on a brush because I feel like that works a lot better than simply applying it on your face. I'm not having the easiest time blending it out, but it's also not terrible. I think on this side I was just going in and I wasn't really thinking about how much I took. Okay, my application aside, I do feel like it's a really nice bronzing shade, but you definitely have to build with this. So don't take too much and just blend until your arms fall off. I have finally found myself a contour stick that works for me, so I'm really glad. Let's use this concealer to clean up a little bit underneath that contour. Okay, so now we look very bronzed and sculpted. I'm gonna apply some blush, and this is actually not a first impressions blush because I've tried these Sheglam blushes in a few shades already and I absolutely love them. I use them so much in my daily makeup routine, but I actually wanted to try this other shade that I thought looked really pretty. So this is the shade Petal Talk, which is a very bright cool toned pink, and I don't know why, but I am literally obsessed with cool toned pinks lately, so I really wanted to try this one. Oh my god, that is the prettiest pink ever. I'm so glad that I got this one. And I think this is perfect for so many skin tones as well. I mean, it definitely works for me when I'm a little bit more tan, but it would also definitely work if I was not. I feel like this is such a universal color. I just noticed that I totally forgot to do a little nose contour, so I'm just going back in to that bronzer. Try to sculpt out my nose a little bit. I feel like this is a really good contour stick to do really precise stuff like nose contour. Let's set the rest of my face with some of the compact pink powder at the top. Just going in with a big fluffy brush and going over all the parts that I've not really set yet. So for brows, I got this little Brow Faction angled brush and dip. So I've seen this a lot on Sheglam's own social media recently. I think they're quite new. So in here you get this little brush that is supposed to give you the effect of like fake eyebrow hairs, and then you have to push this button, it coats everything with the product, and then you can draw on hairs. I have no idea how this would work, but I'm really excited to try it. I got this one in the shade Taupe. Okay, so there's a little lock on it, but I feel like this brush is way too big to do like dainty little eyebrow lines. It actually feels really soft. It feels like you're just brushing your eyebrows with a little soft paintbrush. And I mean, it does work. It's more precise than I thought it was going to be. That actually worked so well. I'm so impressed. actually so easy to use. It dries down really well, it doesn't really smudge or anything. It's a really nice cool tone shade. So I was a little bit reluctant to use that highlighting stick that I talked about, but I am gonna try it out for you guys. I think it is going to be horrendous. It is literally white. Let's do a little swatch. It's not as white when you swatch it, it's actually more of a yellow toned gold highlighter. Did that do anything? Okay, that's pretty. I do really like the formula. It's not too oily and it's not too dry. It's actually a really nice like glow that it gives. It's not really a shimmery glitter fest. Is it my favorite highlighter of all time? No. It's pretty. Okay, so I'm quickly going to do my eyes off camera just because I didn't really see anything for the eyes that I really like. I find that when I use Sheglam eyeshadows or when I use Sheglam mascaras, I don't really get on with them well. You could see that in my last Sheglam review. I did not like the eyeshadows and I just don't really want to use them anymore. So I'm just gonna quickly do my eyes off camera like I would usually do them, and I will get right back with you with the final products. Okay, so I quickly did a very simple everyday eye look off camera. So for lips, I got the Sheglam Pout Pillow Cushion Lip Gloss because I was so intrigued by a cushion lipstick, like lip gloss. So I do really love the packaging of this. It looks so cute. I got this one in the shade Sweet Dreams. Now I do want to do a little lip liner, so this is just a simple lip liner from Catrice. I love these ones because they're so affordable and so buttery. So I just did a little outline and then I'm also sheerly gonna fill in my lips just to give that gloss a little bit of a base to latch onto. So I believe with this one you just squeeze it. Okay, I love that it does come out of the top and it's a really nice small applicator actually. It feels really nice on my lips. It is not too thick, it's not sticky, it feels really hydrating. In my opinion, totally what a gloss should feel like. Then lastly, I also got a setting spray from Sheglam. This is the Lock It In setting spray. Again, I really like the packaging. I love that Sheglam went a little bit more into the pastels and stuff with their packaging. That looks absolutely beautiful. So this one says, keeps your makeup fresh all day, 16-hour long lasting. It looks like a very nice fine mist. It smells really fresh to me and floral. Okay, so the only thing that's a little bit of a downside to this packaging is that you do have to keep it upside down because this side is completely rounded, so you can't really balance it anywhere. So you do have to store it upside down. Hopefully it's not gonna leak anywhere. I just want to do a little smudge test with some eyeshadow. And let's put some setting mist on there. I'm gonna apply it to my face while it dries. I have never tried a setting mist that is as fine as this one. This literally feels like you're spraying air on your face. It's so weird, but it is so lovely because I hate the feeling of getting completely wet when you're setting your face. Okay, so I think this one is dry, so let's see if it is smudge proof. Okay, I did not expect that, but it is completely smudge proof. And there you have it, guys. This is the finished makeup look using only Sheglam product. I must say that I absolutely love how this makeup turned out. There were, of course, a few things that I was not a huge fan of. I do think that I have concealers that work a lot better than this one, especially with the applicator and stuff. The shade, however, is absolutely perfect if you want that really bright under eye, and it does give a lot of coverage. Now, the products that I am absolutely in love with, I mean, I don't know where to start. This foundation is literally going into my everyday makeup routine immediately. I absolutely love it. I think the finish is so much better than the matte one. This powder I think is so clever, especially when you get 2 in 1. And of course I'm just so happy that I finally got this blush in my collection with the Petal Talk shade. I think it is so beautiful, and I'm definitely gonna use this a lot more in the future. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like down below. Please let me know how you feel about all of these products and if you would try them out for yourself. If you have tried them, let me know what you think and how you get along with them. Leave a comment down below with what you think I should try out next. Maybe another makeup brand, maybe some more stuff from Shein. Let me know. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I would love to see you in the next video. Bye!